Hey everyone, in today's cutting project, the plan is to cut some gun stocks out of this very last log of mine, which is 54 inches long, has a total diameter of 22 inches, and I started cutting the first piece already. Now I have an OS23 sawmill, which is for 23 diameter logs max, but the cutting width is only 20 inches. So I can't cut right here because the thickest piece is 22 inches. So I'm going to have to roll the log over first. And then I'll take some measurements of how I want to cut it. So I brought with me for comparison actual gun stock that I own. This is from a Mauser 98 German rifle. It is about 38 inches long on it. I took some measurements. The width of it is about 2 inches. Maybe 2. But yeah, I did a little bit of research, and it says to be on the safe side for gun stocks should be 2.5 to 5 of an 2/5/8 of an inch to be on the safe side. In the height, now this particular one, again, just rough cut or rough measurement, 6 inches. Now I have a limitation with this Frontier sawmill that the max cutting height is 6.5 inches. So I can't do more. But what's also important, looking at the grain of this, when you look at just at the bottom, so you can see the lines right here, they're perfectly straight. So this is a nice end, not end grain, a nice quarter sawn at the end of the butt stock. You can see the straight lines right here. So that's what I'm trying to achieve, more or less. Very nice piece. I believe this is original from the 40s. Okay, so now looking at my log right here, as you can see, there are already some cracks that I need to avoid. Hopefully there are not more. Also the pith need to avoid, obviously. So in order to achieve kind of the same result, I'm trying to take some measurements. I'm going to measure 2. I'm going to do 2 3/4 on each side. So I'm going to cut this, and then this is 6.5 inches, the maximum height of what my sawmill can do. I'm going to cut this, and this leaves me then that to cut. And then when I'm left with this one, I have more pieces, but we'll come to that later. So if my existing gun stock is best practice, then what I said before is, I did the drawings is wrong, because you see the straight lines right here on top. You see here it opens up. So compared to, also again, straight lines right here. So this would be, if I put the butt to it, this wouldn't be like this, but rather like this. So I have the straight lines right here, and the same thing here. So I'm going to have to correct my cuts or drawings and get 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So it looks pretty nice. Now I'm going to draw a horizontal line 2 3/4 of an inch below the cut. Okay, so I'm going to make the next cut right here, and then I have my potential gun stock. hit a metal log rest again. I think this is the fourth or fifth time since I bought the sawmill. And while I was calming myself down from my anger, I looked up the grain on gunstocks again. And it looks like what I said in the beginning was right and not how my actual gunstock that I own is the best way to do it. So I'm going to, so here I cut it this way, and now you can see the grain is going this way. So I'm going to cut a piece um, instead of this, like I would now have planned to. I'm going to measure 2.5 inches from here, or two and 3/4 again. I'll bring me here and here. So that, so let's say this would be the bottom of the, this would be the end, the butt of the gun stock. This could be the bottom, the top, and then what you see here on top would be the side, where you have this nice quarter sawn grain. And so then the top of the gun stock and the bottom will have the kind of open grain. So this is actually perfect for cutting because I'm going to cut along this. This would give me two pieces here and here. And then for the last one, now here I have a height of, now I have to look into the crack here, but that should be fine. So I have a height of um, 6.5. So this would give me another one, or maybe two even. Try to two. But anyway, one here, one here. So I'm going to cut 2 3/4 of an inch, and then avoid the pith right here. And this is a length of 7. Um, yeah, so it'll be perfect. So let me change the blade and then let's continue. That's it. I am done cutting the log. You can see the yield right in front of me. I have 7 gunstock blanks and some nice boards. Now, as the last step, I will seal those off or seal the ends, and then I'm going to let them air dry for, I guess, around 3 years. And then let's see how they look. This is the very first one, which would have the same grain pattern as the gunstock that I showed in the beginning. Those are the two you can see here would be the pith, and then some really nice ones. This is super straight. This one is super straight. This one also really straight lines. And here, a bit of an angle. But I think they look nice. I hope you guys like this video. Give it a like, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video.